I'd like to welcome you into the Philly and Fred show for Tuesday, October 21st, 2025. We're going to talk about the Sunday slate and the two Monday games. And we normally like to start it out with something a little non-sports related. Thank a lot, Philly. I looked at my refrigerator. It was the most single guy fridge I've ever seen in my life. You know what I had in one column was, or like one row?
What's that?
It was beer next to chocolate milk next to water. And
Oh,
below that was Coke. I said, "Oh my goodness, that's a single guy. No lady would ever let that happen. They can't even be near each other." All right, now that we got that clown comment out the way, we're gonna go. We're gonna start in London, like we always do. Rams 35, Jaguars 7. I'm never taking the Jags. Like they suck over there. I guess I thought if you played over there a bunch of times, you would you would be good. I guess not. I woke up at 10 o'clock, 10:30. Completely every time they play these games, I like, all right, Fred, remember, they play a game at 9:30. I never wake up on time. And then when I looked at the score it was 14-0, they were about to score again. I said, I ain't turning that game on. And I picked the Jags, so I'm like, well, here come the comments. What'd you
yeah,
think of it?
terrible game, man. Like you said, you would think as many games as they play in London that they would at least win some of these. They literally put their logo at midfield. They're the only team that gets their own logo at midfield. Seems like a home game, and yeah, they just suck. I think they've lost their last four games in London. So yeah, just a terrible performance. Receivers couldn't catch the ball, and then when they didn't catch the ball, Lawrence was missing them on throws, along with bad coaching and play calling. They looked awful. So might have to pump the brakes for a little bit on the Jags, and then the Rams. It's kind of like, okay, the last 2 weeks you ain't really looked that good, and you come out and bust the Jags. So what do we really think about the Rams? So, but yeah,
I know a lot of bettors were mad at Stafford not getting 200 yards, and I know a couple of them.
yeah, how weird. Yeah, and Devontae getting three touchdowns all within the 5 yard line. I know people that had Kyron Williams. I think he had the most juice odds to get a touchdown. And then yeah, you have your quarterback have five touchdowns. Three of those were within the 5 yard line. So yeah, just a weird game all around.
Yeah, scored 35 points, and you have 182 passing yards.
Yeah, insane.
Yeah. We're going to move on to the 1 o'clock slate. Eagles 28, Vikings 22. Early in this game, Wentz went back to his old stuff.
Hmm.
Those two interceptions. I mean, Jalen Carter was in his face, but that one was bad, and then he rolled out all the way right, hucked it, said, he's down there somewhere. And it was double coverage. The guy picked it. He ended up, and that was the Wentz experience right there.
Hmm.
Play good a little bit, then make a couple throws where you're like, oh, I think he's just not there mentally, and then finish it off with a comeback where they almost come back and win the game.
Yeah, Vikings. Well, yeah, obviously one of them was a pick six, but Vikings were in this game the whole game. I'm still not big on the Eagles. You know, you got a pick six. Your rush game still has not got going. Uh, Justin Jefferson missed a touchdown throw. I mean, their Vikings had so many opportunities to win this game. So yeah, I'm not big on the Eagles, and I'm still not down on the Vikings. Maybe they'll get back to JJ McCarthy starting here soon with Wentz's, turnovers. But yeah,
I mean, I'm not high on the Eagles, but I mean, I'll give them their due this game. They went into Minnesota, won a tough game. Like you said, Vikings didn't capitalize, but like that's not the Eagles' fault though. Like
yeah,
the Eagles shouldn't apologize and be like, "Oh, we'll give you this win back." Like
right.
you didn't play good, but they got chances. And I'll say Jalen Carter is an absolute game record. Their defense when he's in there compared to when
Hmm.
he's not in there, I mean, it looks completely different.
Huge difference. Yeah,
And I don't want to compare him yet to him, but he got a little Aaron Donald in him. Like it feels like
hmm,
he wrecks the game that much.
yeah. Just besides the spitting part, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I never thought he was a great human with some of the stuff he did in Georgia, so that wasn't a super big surprise to me at all. And I know Andy will like to hear this. I'll give Jalen Hurts his due. Like, had a great game. Was accurate, had playmaking, and that's what's so weird about their line is like run blocking. They can't. They're terrible run blocking right now, but pass blocking they're awesome. Like
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts feels like he's got all day to go back there, but they just can't
Hmm.
run block, and that's been their staple for the last couple of years. Like ever since they went
Yeah.
to the Super Bowl the first time, that's been their staple really. Next, well, yep. We got cooked on this one. Chiefs 31, Raiders 0. I don't care if the Raiders are plus 100. I won't bet the Raiders ever again this year at least. I had that mindset when it was whatever it was 21 nothing. I said nope. I don't care if they're plus 100 playing the Dolphins. I'm never taking the Raiders again.
Yeah, Raiders look very bad. It's surprising too. They look worse than last season with a better quarterback, better coach, better running back. I mean, they got better personnel, but I have no words why they suck. I didn't think they was gonna be this bad at all. So, Chiefs side, uh, Super Bowl favorites as they should be. Rasheed Rice, beast, great getting him back, and this offense is gonna be very hard to stop. So,
Yeah, with Rice back, I mean Rice looked healthy. And we got to correct ourselves. I didn't know this. Rice, some guy commented on TikTok. Rice did play in the preseason.
oh, that's right. But
Yeah, because I was still like it's the Raiders, but I was like honestly, I didn't even know. I forgot that he played the preseason.
yeah,
Because
I
that was
do
my
too.
first. That was my first thing. Like, why would you play him when it's his first game back? But if he played in the preseason, a little bit makes a little bit more sense. Browns 31, Dolphins 6. Everybody needs to be gone in Miami. Like, just completely, just burn the house down because it's that house is crap. The foundation's crap. You got nothing to build on. The GM, they're gonna fire their head coach probably. The GM's 75 and 73. Like, do you keep a GM that's basically 500? I think I can't even believe McDaniel's still got his job.
I can't. I'm waiting on a notification. I literally. What are they
You lost.
waiting on?
I don't know. You lost 31-6. That well, my idea was just they should have had the. You ever watch Fast and Furious?
Yeah.
They should have had the ejecto Cedo cuz on the plane. Now, hey, give him a parachute because I don't want the guy, to perish. Hey, I want him to live, but he's just not good at his job.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
giving up. They're giving up 30 a game, and they're scoring 20 with a paid quarterback and a bunch of weapons, and 159 rush yards a game on defense. That's just soft, really.
Oh yeah. It's bad in Miami too. Yeah. Whenever you get up 31 to this Browns team, yeah, you know you're doing something wrong. Yeah. Defense not looking anything. You bench Tua, 3 interceptions. He don't know how to stop turning the ball over. So yeah, I guess you gotta give your kudos to the Browns for actually coming to play, and
Yeah,
so yeah, I give them the Browns a little bit of credit, but yeah, this Miami, yeah, like you said, they need to burn the whole house down.
yeah, and that's what's weird about the Tua situation is he's had six. I think he had three picks he had three picks that game. Had that comment saying people ain't showing up, which like you're the quarterback, you should be holding people accountable.
Hmm.
And you didn't say anything about you throwing three picks, and then you throw three picks again in your next game. Not really leading by example in my book. It's a little it does that comment doesn't it's looking worse and worse, like
Yeah.
game after game. Next game, Patriots 31, Saints 13. Cam Ward looked good early, but that fumble was a little cartoonish.
Yeah, it's like Titans. If Titans go up in the first half, first quarter, just bet the other team. They
Mm-hmm.
look pretty good in the first half every game. And then yeah, you saw Drake May do pull off his magic. Same old Patriots team we've been looking at the past couple weeks. That's going to win this AFC East title. So yeah, not much to say on that end.
Yeah. Titans suck. The best player on the team is Jeffrey Simmons. Like besides him, they got nobody. They're last in points per game on offense, last in yards per game. They just there's not much to say besides they suck. That might be a new fun game though. see who can bet the team the Titans are playing the latest
Mm,
and
yeah.
get close to plus money, a little bit under minus, and see who can win that game. Nah, yeah, Drake May's awesome. Like he can use his legs, like Diggs and Boutte, like they look like weapons now. Stevenson, when he doesn't fumble, he's a heck of a running back.
Yeah.
But he just had the fumble
Big
problem.
if.
Well, yeah, that's what it's when he don't fumble the ball. But like I said, Diggs, like we said, hey, he's gonna have to the way he keep playing like that, keep that preseason ritual every time.
Mm.
Go to Miami, get on the water, you know.
Get on that yacht.
Yeah, but get on the yacht, have some
Nope.
ladies, you know. That's working. Next, Bears 26, Saints 14. Uh, wait, who did I say? Oh no, I said Titans before. Make sure. I thought I said Saints, but no. Bears 26, Saints 14. That was just an ugly game. You're the Bears fan. I'll let you speak on it.
Yeah, ugly game. Caleb didn't look great, but I mean he didn't have to when your defense is forcing 4 turnovers a game. We'll see how sustainable that is. But I mean we've had 3+ takeaways in each game, so defense looking really good. Well, big test this upcoming week against the Ravens. But yeah, as far as the Saints game, I mean, what I expected, I was a little wary, coming to that game, everybody liking the Bears, which is not something that's common.
Never want to be in that situation. I understand.
Never want to be, yep. So, yeah, it was just good seeing the kind of a no sweat win. I know Saints got within a touchdown in that third quarter, but, we held on, sustained the win. So, yeah, just looking to improve each week.
Well, and on the turnover part, the Saints, I didn't know this. Rattler had only had one turnover before that game.
Wow, and turned it over. I
Yep.
think he had 3 picks and a fumble, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
yeah,
So that's what I'm saying. Like you only have one turnover, and then that makes me feel better about the turnovers if you can turn over people that don't normally turn the ball.
right.
And on the Caleb part, I know he didn't look great, but hey, he's averaging less than 2 sacks a game this year.
Mm-hmm.
He's holding on to the ball a lot less, and he looks more confident. So
Correct.
like that's my fault. Go ahead.
No, 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 that's on me. My bad. You go ahead.
No, yeah, like that's because that's a problem with the young quarterbacks every time. Is they hold on to the ball too long, and then that gets you in trouble
Yeah.
every time.
And just one more thing about us, the Bears. We have finally got a run game. Swift looks like Lion Swift, honestly. Uh, our O line is blocking really well, and yeah, DeAndre Swift, he's coming out. He's looking really good at that running back position.
What would you have thought before the season if I told you the number 1 and 2 offenses in the league would be the Cowboys and the Colts?
I would have looked at you like you was insane.
Oh, I'm thinking either popping pills or drugs of some sort. The Colts, Daniel Jones is going to lead the number 1 offense. Yeah, ain't no
Yeah,
shot, brother.
yeah, no
But
shot.
they are. Cowboys 44, Commanders 22. Cowboys are rolling. After that, I know he's 3-3-1. I know that's 500 record. But with the way Baker played last night, I think because I don't know a second option MVP. I think he inched himself a little close in that game.
Yeah, Dak.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. They have the number one offense right now. Just got CD back. His numbers is only gonna go up. So yeah, they keep on if they keep on winning, that'll be the key. So I think the NFC East is kind of wide open right now as well. Commanders possibly not tanking, but I mean Jaden Daniels looks like he's about to be out for some time again. So really, your head-on-head matchups with Eagles, I think, is what's gonna determine probably the number one and number two in that NFC East. So yeah, Dak being MVP isn't too far-fetched.
Yeah, they're not that far back, and they got the Eagles one more time at home. Like, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the Eagles. I would definitely take the Cowboys because I don't know if the Eagles can score enough points in Dallas
Yeah.
to win that game. Because I mean that offense, unbelievable. They got Dak playing at an MVP level. You literally have 2 number 1 options because Pickens shows you he could be a number 1 option. You
Mm-hmm.
got a good tight end. Javante Williams is running the ball. He's looking like his youthful self. I mean, they could have scored 60 points in this game.
Oh, for sure.
I went back and looked. They had 41 points with 5 minutes left in the third quarter.
Oh yeah, they could have ran it up. They probably was just trying to go home, celebrate at that point.
No, and hey, Dak, I know he played well, but I don't know. There was something about that mustache he had going on. He looks like he should be staying for gay. And whenever he threw that ball to Lamb for that touchdown, he could be yelling, "Vamonos, vamonos, vamonos." There's just something about the way he looked. That must. Anytime you got that mustache, that's what I'm thinking. But like you said, Washington, they're in big trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Before the thing happened in that other game at 4 o'clock that we're going to discuss here in a second, I thought in the third quarter, I was like, "Oh, the Commanders are the worst team in this division."
That's not too crazy.
Like that's genuinely what I thought in the third quarter. I was like, "Oh no, they've." And now Jay Daniels. That was when Jay Daniels was in there. Now he's hurt. It's a hamstring, so he's out for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Like
J-
that's
just sorry to cut you off. Just think of like how fast 2 weeks can change. 2 weeks
mhm.
ago, they went to LA, blew out the Chargers. You go to 3-2, get Monday Night Football against the Bears, where you're a touchdown favorite, lose that game, and then lose a division game against the Cowboys. Now you're looking 3-4, and you just lost Daniels again. Yeah, that with are you competing with the Cowboys, Eagles, and Giants? Yeah, it's not looking good. And you have the Chiefs next, Seahawks after that, Lions after that. So you have three. Yeah, you'll be lucky to squeak by with one win right there.
Yeah,
So
I think one's awesome scenario for them, honestly.
yeah.
Yeah, that's well. We talked about it after the Bears game last week that it was a season. We think it was a season changer last year. I
Mm-hmm.
think the way they lost that game, fumbling the ball up with the ball,
Mm-hmm.
and then you give up a game-winning field goal on the other end, like that might be the same thing happening this year. And then the Bears, now their Bears are winning. They won that game. They won this week.
I'd laugh so hard. Oh my
It
gosh.
might be two years in a row that the
Yeah.
Washington Bears team was a you win, you go up, you lose, you go to the very bottom.
Yep.
Back on the Cowboys though, I've seen some reports. I don't know how substantial they are. That which I mean, everybody's trying to get the guy, but they're saying that the Cowboys are trying to get Max Crosby,
Ooh. That,
which would
that, that. Go ahead.
which would be hilarious after you had Marco Parsons and you wouldn't have had to trade anything
Right.
to get Micah Parsons. What if they trade the same thing they got for him? They trade Kenny Clark and a pick
That'd be
to get
funny.
another elite pass rusher.
uh,
Hey, here's what we got for this unbelievable guy we got. Let's get your guy.
yeah. Crosby's definitely out of. He's definitely out of Vegas. I don't know when his contract ends or somebody's gonna be trying to make a trade for him. He's not staying there.
Oh, and the Raiders, like, he's not doing you no good because you suck.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
he's one player. You need a lot, and I think at this age, you can probably still get a good amount for him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. On to the next game. Colts 38, Chargers 24. I mean, the Colts look unbelievable right now. Like
Yeah.
that that offense, they just blitzed the Chargers. It felt like it was close, and then the next moment, it wasn't even close at all. Daniel Jones has been elite this year. They got weapons, and I thought it might be one of those situations where you look at them and you go, "Oh, they don't have a number one wide receiver," but then that's almost a blessing in disguise because you
Yeah.
got Downs, you got Pierce, you got Pittman, and they all do different things too. Like
Mm-hmm.
all your receivers do different things, and then you got the potential. I hope Nazier doesn't hear this, but potential offensive player of the year in the backfield. Like so, I mean that offense and the defense played better, or I said better, played better, and then defense, yeah, defense played better, and then I think they're getting healthier. So like, yeah, if they're the only team that I've seen play where I'm like, oh no, with the way the Chiefs are playing, they got a chance.
Yeah,
Like,
they do have a legitimate chance, and honestly, it just still hard to believe like what I'm watching. Like it don't seem real like that. This offense is, and Daniel Jones is playing like this. So yeah, they've been a big surprise to all of us, and I believe Daniel Jones and Jonathan Taylor like they have two potential MVP candidates, like I think legitimate MVP candidates at the moment. So on one team. So yeah, this Colts team looks phenomenal. And on the Charger side, just inconsistent play each week. Really don't know what you're going to get from the Chargers team week in and week out. So yeah, a lot of question marks in LA.
And I don't know if they like the Chargers did something a long time ago as a franchise, but somebody did voodoo on them because they just have the worst luck. Like sometimes it's the bounces, sometimes they just had a bad performance. Like
Yeah,
sometimes, like this year, it's injuries. They're decimated with injuries. Like it's just something about it because they looked awesome.
yeah,
Like they don't have either of their tackles. I'm pretty sure still. Like Herbert looks like he's just trying to do too much, and then he's throwing interceptions. Like yeah, I don't know about it on their side. And I just thought about something. You know what? I have even mentioned Daniel Jones once this year for MVP, and that's you know what? That's disrespectful. You just said something about that, and I was like, you know what? I was thinking like, oh, all these people, they're not even recognizing him. And me, I haven't even said one thing about him being MVP this year.
yeah.
That's
I
kind
mean,
of
what best record in football, I believe, right
yeah,
now. Yeah,
yeah.
6-1.
And nobody thought they were going to be any good. And he's leading the number one offense and the number one team in the NFL with the best record. You know what? I'm gonna give him his due. I'm kind of mad at myself. I ain't gave him his due. This next game, if I was a fan of the Giants, it would have made me look off my third story balcony and think about it. I would have looked down at the bottom and been like, that's not a terrible option. Broncos 33, Giants 32. What do you think? Like, can you speak on it first?
Did did you already left? I think when this was going on, when they started to come back
Uh,
to my house.
I right before no, I was there. Remember, I had to leave before the Giants scored their touchdown.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Oh, this game was absolutely insane.
right.
There is no reason you should blow an 18-point lead with I think 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So immediately it was some bad. I think Dable has some question marks sometimes with his play calling, his clock management. Because there's just no way you lose that game. There's no possible way. But I mean, give credit to Denver, for fighting back. Still not high on them. After what I've seen the past few weeks, probably you should have lost to the Jets and the Giants. But I mean, you shoulda, woulda, coulda. They still squeaked out with wins. But if you're the Giants, there's no way, no possible way you lose that game.
All right, and what do you think on that third down throw or dart to the interception? Do you think that was a bad decision to throw the ball, or do you think it's third down we throw the ball? Because I've seen people not liking it, saying it was a bad decision.
Probably bad. I mean, you probably run that, to kill some clock. You know what I'm saying? It was a bad throw. If you don't see nobody, I know he's a rookie. You tossing that away, or maybe you're even taking a sack to, or get back to the line of scrimmage to keep the clock going.
Yeah, that's because I mean before that dart was awesome.
Oh yeah.
He was making throws. He could use his legs. Awesome. Like before that, I mean, really, that was just one bad decision.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the kid's got guts. Because even I'm saying kid, he's almost the same age as me, but I think he's got guts because he threw the pick. They went 3-and-out, and then he led a game-winning. Well, supposed to be game-winning drive, scored the touchdown. So, like, to me, that was kind of like, hey, this kid's got guts because you throw that bad of an interception, and
Yeah.
then you have a 3-and-out. They take the lead, and then they have this miraculous comeback, and you still lead. You come back and lead another comeback. Like that's real guts right there.
Yeah, and then one more thing on that last drive where Giants were playing the game winning drive where Giants were playing defense. They're in like a cover three. They've rushed three.
Oh
They're
yeah,
they're
both
in like
times.
a coverage where you're like setting up for a Hail Mary. It's like, bro, they only need a field goal. Like, why are your defenders 30 feet back and you're rushing three? Like, what are we doing?
Well, and there's 30 seconds.
Yeah, and there's 30. Come on, there's
Yeah,
30 plus seconds. Like, come on. Now, all they need is 20, 30 yards to get in field goal range. Like, what are we
yeah.
what are we doing?
because it wasn't as bad. But remember the Chiefs and the Bills game? There was 13
Yeah,
seconds. Like it wasn't that bad and there was less time.
yeah,
But it was like, I mean, we don't want them to kick the field goal. Like, stop. Like,
yeah,
don't let them get that many yards.
yeah,
And that was
exactly.
one of my notes was, I mean, I don't know football as much as these defensive coordinators, but it feels like whenever late in the game you rush 3 or you zero blitz, it never works.
Oh yeah,
Because in the Giants game, they rushed 3. And in the
yeah,
Vikings Eagles game, they zero blitz, did disguise nothing, had A.J. Brown out there. Hurts said, ooh, I mean, that's easy pickings.
yeah.
Saw it, snapped it, just threw a moon ball to Brown. It was like, all right, defensive coordinators. I don't know as much football as you, but
But
whenever you go zero blitz or you blitz or you send 3, those never work.
yeah, yeah, there was no safety help on that AJ Brown one. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like, what are we doing?
and that's like, and it's a weird like psychological thing game as a Giants fan too, because like you look so awesome. You've looked so much better since start. You got your quarterback, you got your running back, like you got energy, but then you still lost the way like the Giants would lose a game.
Yeah,
So like I
yeah,
don't even know psychologically how to do that.
yeah. And a loss like that, it just, especially with a bad team, like it just kills kind of your confidence moving forward. Just like the Bears Hail Mary last year, like you was actually fighting for a playoff seed at that point, and you just got to think now, like, what, how are they gonna be moving forward?
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. The same. That was in my notes. That was one of the things I was thinking was like when it was 26-8. I was like, oh my goodness, like you're gonna. I think they might be a playoff team.
Hmm.
And really, the football gods were trying to give you that game because that Theo
Yeah.
Johnson Wandell tip up in the air
Oh
where
God.
they scored it. Like they're trying to give you the game, and you still gave it away.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was. They scored 33 points in the fourth quarter. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Yeah,
33.
that wild.
Yeah, had 0.
0 to 33.
And then scored 30. It was the most points ever by a team that had been shut out through 3 quarters in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that just can't happen.
No, absolutely not. And honestly, Dayball, that's the type of thing that might lose you a job at the end of the year because,
Oh yeah.
like, I think before this debacle, he was going up. The Giants were like, oh, okay, he's got the quarterback rolling. Like, we're going to keep him. That's the type of game they look at the end of the season. They go, hey, we can't lose games like this as a head coach and be like, I don't know if he's the guy.
Yep.
Uh, last 4 o'clock game, Packers 27, Cardinals 23. What were your thoughts on this one, Billy?
Honestly, I didn't watch much of this, but it seems like the same old Packers team that honestly, I don't know if they're not a good road team. It seems like you lose to the Browns, a game you shouldn't have lost to. You tie with the Cowboys without CeeDee Lamb, should have lost that game. And then I mean, this was back and forth with the Cardinals and Brissett like all game. But I thought Brissett. I said it before the game that they'd have a better chance with him than Mary. So Cardinals, I mean, they've been fighting lately. They've actually been putting up points with Brissett. So, and yeah, this Packers team still got to see more of them. I think this Steelers game this upcoming week will be really good. I actually think the Steelers, win at home. But yeah,
No, I feel surprisingly good about that game.
yeah,
Yeah, like you're
me
saying with the
too.
Packers, like I don't know what are they? They killed the Lions, and then ever since then, it's a roller coaster the whole game of oh
Mm-hmm.
they look good here, oh what is going on here? Like on both sides
Mm-hmm.
because they had the game against the Browns where they scored 10 points and Jordan Love threw the game losing interception, but then they gave up 40 to the Cowboys.
Yep.
Like so, I don't know what to think of them on either side of the ball. They can play bad or they can play
Mm-hmm.
good on both sides. Yeah, I don't know what to think of them. And the Cardinals are in a tough spot now because you're paying your quarterback, your backup at the moment because he's injured, how many ever 40, 50 million. And the guy you're probably paying $1 million, the offense looked 10 times better with him playing quarterback.
Yeah, Kyler's gone in my opinion.
See, but that's because they have the same thing. This is what I was thinking earlier with Tua. They have the same problem with Tua. Like, who's going to take that contract?
Right.
Because I don't think anyone's going to trade you for it. If you cut
Yeah.
him, that's a bunch of dead cap. Like, I don't know.
Right.
When guys look that bad, get paid that much, I honestly don't know how you get rid of them.
GM, that's your problem to fix, Arizona.
Yep. Well, and it's definitely his problem because he's the one that created the problem because he's the one that signed him.
Yep.
Last game of Sunday, 49ers 20, Falcons 10. Hey, Salah's got that head shining. I'm not gonna lie. When I turned that game on, the first picture they showed, them lights were glistening off his head. I said, "Man, he's got a good bald head."
Yeah, at least
I
he's
was like,
not
"Man,
like
this is a
Dak. You know the guys, they got a bald head, but they still got the little hairline going through. It's like
no." That angers me so much. Just let it go, brother. Like
yeah.
they spray. It's really dark right here, and then
Yeah.
it just gets lighter and lighter and lighter the further you get back. It's like, brother, you're making so many $1 million. You probably got a good looking wife. Just let it go.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna say nothing to you. They can't. But this game, 49. George Kittle's an animal in the blocking game because
Oh yeah.
they showed the numbers when he's on the field, even in that game, because they ran the ball really good in this game, and they showed the numbers of when he's on the field compared to when he's off the field, and they're just a complete. And he's the tight end, but they are
Yeah.
just such a different team when he's in there blocking. McCaffrey looked good. I mean, his jump cuts were disgusting. He was running people over, breaking through arm tackles. Like that's the 49ers team right there. I've been used to seeing under Shanahan. Run it first, and then the play action off that.
Yeah. And I honestly
What
thought
are
we
your
was gonna
thoughts on
see Kittle more in the pass game, which we didn't, but I mean they honestly didn't need him. But this was low key, kind of high key, just a boring game. I thought it was going to be more, points. I thought it'd be a little bit more interesting game to watch. I fell asleep on this one, so. But yeah, I mean, I had the Niners, coming through winning. CMC looked phenomenal when I watched. So thought we'd get a little bit more out of Bijan. I say that he had 90 plus scrimmage yards, but yeah.
it? And this is going to be a debate. Is Christian McCaffrey the best white skill position player in football? Like, has there ever been a better white position football player?
No, I'd say probably ever. Yeah, CMC is
Yeah.
probably number one on my list.
I think the only thing that could possibly dethrone him is if you count tight ends as skill position.
Gronk,
Yeah. Then you'd have to throw Kelsey and Gronk in there.
Kels, and Gronk. Yeah, it's like
Yeah. That's
I
still
think we see more of like the stud white guys be on the defensive end. You know what I mean? Your Luke
yeah.
Kuechly's, your Brian Urlacher's, Jared Allen.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well, they're in the box.
yeah,
You get outside, there's a lot of speed out there. Yeah, they got to
yeah.
stay inside that box right there. We can't go outside. No, we can't play corner. That's why there wasn't a corner in 20 years.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but
and then the
but yeah,
white receivers play slot, and they do a little quick little corner route stuff,
yeah.
little zigs and zags.
Edelman, your yeah.
Yeah, Amendolas. Yeah, that's like Cooper Cup when they're like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, who does Cooper Cup remind you of? Same guys, Dammy Amendola, Jordy Nelson. Like, come on, brother.
Yeah.
We know why you're doing that. Come on now.
Right.
But moving on to Monday night, Lions 24, Bucks 9. The Lions. The thing I love about the Lions is they don't care if you're stopping it early. If they're not getting it going, they're going to run the ball all game because they kept running it, running it, running it, and they were averaging like 2-3 yards a carry. And then Vita Vea came off the field for one play, and they had that 78-yard touchdown to give.
Hmm.
And I love that because that works. Just keep running it, keep running it, keep running it. You're eventually, if you got that good of a line and that good of like skill players and running back, you're going to break through at some point.
Yeah,
What was your thoughts on this?
Yeah, Lions team pretty scary. They always bounce back. Seems like after a loss, Dan Campbell. So yeah, they got just so many position players, like you said, that can get off at any moment. You didn't see much of JMO, Laporta, or David Montgomery really do anything, and it's like you need one person really in any game to go off. So, and in the Bucks, it was just kind of their time to just take that one punch in the mouth. Little L. Sucks that could be seeing the end of Mike Evans, like his career. Like
Yeah.
you just come back from the hammy, and yeah, things not looking too good in that aspect. So I think Bucks will be fine. So yeah, but Bucks will be fine. Lions, back to their winning ways. So that's what my takes from
Well,
that game.
Tampa, like this was more defense than I thought because Tampa's defense played like they were blitzing Jared Goff and they were kind of confusing him. It felt like there was a lot of times
Yeah.
he was either taking a sack, he was holding it. It didn't look like he liked what he was seeing, or they were
Hmm.
changing up what he was seeing. And then Baker, it was I think it was 50-50. I think Baker definitely didn't play well because he sailed a
Yeah.
couple throws. But that defense, that secondary, I didn't know a single guy in that
Yeah.
secondary. And I was sitting with a Lions fan. He was even like, I don't even know who some of these dudes are. They were all making plays.
Yeah. So yeah, that was one thing that was very surprising. Like Lions DBs were depleted yesterday, and they actually played pretty well. That was very surprising. I thought these Bucks receivers was gonna go off, and like you said, Baker didn't play his best game, but I definitely thought there was gonna be some guys with some huge games on the Bucks receiving end.
Yeah, because that's the good thing for the Lions. Like if you're the Lions defense and secondary, you're thinking ain't a lot of there's a couple, but there ain't a lot of better teams or ain't a lot of teams with two better receivers than Mike Evans and Ibuka. Because Ibuka did go
Hmm.
or Evans did go out, but even when Evans was in there, they still couldn't get that started.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If the Lions defense can play like that, they got it at this moment. If they play like that or anywhere near that, I think they got to be the top, probably the favorite in the NFC at this point.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah. Next Monday night game, Seahawks 27, Texas 19. Didn't watch a single second of this game. I'll wake up at 6:30. This game started at 10. NFL, what are you doing? I want to watch all football, and you're starting games at 10 on Monday. What did you see in this game, Philip?
Yeah, so I think the reason they started at 10 was because the Mariners played at about 8.
Oh,
So,
okay. I guess I forgot
yeah,
about that. Yeah.
yeah, Seattle, they've never been to a World Series, so I guess they just wasn't trying to watch, the whole game on the video board or whatever. So I kind of understood it, but yeah. Um, as far as Seahawk, the Darnold and JSN connection, that honestly might be the best in the whole entire league. And JSN right now is on pace for 2,000 yards. We was talking about nobody's had 2,500 yards in the season. Nobody's reached 2,000.
Yeah.
Calvin Johnson's record was like 1,900 something. So he's on pace to break that right now. Gonna be fun to watch if he doesn't get hurt to see how that goes. And this Texans offense, oh, it is abysmal. They couldn't get any run game going. Because I remember I woke up during this game. It was in either the second or third quarter. Texans had the ball like the one or two, and they passed it 3 straight times. And I'm like, what are y'all doing? But the commentators was basically saying like they had been stopping the run all game. Like Texans couldn't get any push. They couldn't run the ball at all. So yeah, same old beat up weak Texans offense, and then but their defense is actually still really good. I believe they forced 3 or 4 takeaways, but the offense just couldn't capitalize off those turnovers. So
Yeah, their defense is awesome.
yeah,
And I'm making a prediction. I seen him make a hit, or I'm making a comparison. We'll say Al Shahir is Vontez Burfict. I
maybe
mean, every time I look around, I mean, did you see the play last night where he drove Sam Darnold into the ground
no.
3 yards when he was out of bounds? Yeah, and it's just like he's took off Trevor Lawrence's head, and I was like, hey, I've seen that guy in my division for about 10 years. He looks like he plays just like Montez Burfict. Yeah, and that offense, like I've gave Stroud the benefit of the doubt for a little bit. At some point, like I gotta take in consideration he's just not played the same that he did his rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
Because because I've kept saying, oh, it's the offensive line or it's this or it's the running game, but it's been a couple years now. At some point, the quarterback's got to take some of the blame. I
Yeah.
just because and your defense is good. Like your defense is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like at some point I gotta Stroud's got to get like talked about. Like yeah, maybe he's just not. Maybe it was just a rookie year thing, and then they got
Yeah.
tape on him, and he's just not the same player. And then
Yeah.
I think, oh my fault. Go ahead.
No, no, you go ahead.
But I was gonna say the Seahawks. We was talking about the Lions being the NFC favorite. Hey, I think they got to be top three, top four too.
Yeah,
Because
they're
every
they're
week
they're up there.
that offense is getting better and better and better, and that defense is playing well. Like you got that Sam Darnold connection. But the thing that scares me about them is he's played well 2 years in a row now. But the Lions game and then the playoffs game,
Playoffs.
Darnold didn't play great.
He didn't.
So
I
I'm
think
gonna have to see it from him.
yeah. I think O-line underperformed last year for the Vikings in that playoff game. Like a lot of times he didn't have time, but yeah, he did not play the best. So yeah, if they get in the playoffs, we're definitely gonna have to see improvements. And then as
No,
far
and
as
yeah, I wasn't blaming him.
yeah,
Yeah, I was just saying like yeah, because they really
right,
didn't. The offense in general didn't play well, but you're the quarterback, so you're the leader.
right,
So
exactly.
I'm just most likely going to give you a little bit more blame.
Yeah, and then for the Texans, Nico Collins got hurt in that fourth quarter, so it's like they don't have a lot of pass catchers. I mean, they was trying to figure it out, fourth quarter, but they don't have a lot of pass catchers, outside of, Schultz. Don't know. Do you know when Tank Dell even comes back?
I have no idea, honestly. Like it
Yeah.
should be the middle of the season, probably, but that's the best guess
Yeah, I
I
would
got.
think so. But yeah, this Texans team, yeah, not high on them.
Okay, we're done with the games. We got two segments. One we've done before, and then we're going to have a new one. The first one's going to be the one we've done before, a winner from this weekend and a loser from this weekend.
You want to start us off? You got yours or? Huh?
Yeah, I'll start us off.
Okay.
I'll start us off, and I'm going to go with the Colts. I think the Colts put themselves in a tier with the Chiefs. And I will say this game is one reason I like the internet because when I made the Steelers prediction and you made Jets prediction, we get a bunch of like, "Oh, you're a clown, you're an idiot" comment. But when I made this prediction, we get our statements right. Like you made Browns, and then I say Colts. Them posts don't get no comment.
Yeah.
They got one
Facts.
comment of a Colts fan saying spot on. But anytime we
Yeah.
miss, oh yeah, good pick, bro. Yeah, that's one of my favorite parts about the internet. But yeah, Colts, they went in there. That offense looks awesome. Defense looked really good. They got a bunch of weapons. That's the type of game, like how good they looked and how much they blitzed them and how much they controlled that game. If they played a game against the Chiefs right now, like it's closer to 50-50 than I would have thought before they played that game. That's for
Okay. Okay. Uh, for a loser, I'm gonna go Jaguars. Finally, people, high on y'all. Y'all get a big win, Chiefs. Then you lose to the Seahawks, which was kind of a pick 'em. Either or is what it is. But then you go to London, you're home field basically, and you just get smacked by the Rams. You couldn't do anything. Now we're questioning like, is this Jags team like are they even gonna be close to making the playoffs? They look like the same Jags we've been seeing in prior years. So they're my big loser on the week. Winner, I'm gonna go. Let me get the Patriots, man. I get it's against the Titans, but these like in these past 2 years, these are games they wouldn't have won. Variable and even the way this started. I mean, Titans was was coming back from everything in that first half, and then Patriots just kept hanging in there, and then finally, just put the hammer on them. So I'm liking the way they've been consistently looking the past 3 or 4 weeks. So Patriots gonna be my big winner.
My loser is going to be the Dolphins. You literally don't have a single. And I wanted to pick the Giants, but I was at least like, hey, at least the Giants got some positives out of that game. Like, you got your quarterback. Your quarterback's still playing well. You've played good since been there. You got your running back. Your defense looked good until the fourth quarter. And that's coaching to me. I don't even think that was stuff the players did. But I looked at the Dolphins game, and I was like, you're overpaying your quarterback. You're not going to keep him. But I don't know how you're not going to keep him because you can't cut him. Too much dead cap. Can't trade him. Nobody's going to take that contract. Today, your coach is still there, and he just lost 31-6 to the Browns, and you have one win. You look soft. People run on you. Like, you probably don't have great cap space if you're paying two in that. You were paying Hill. You got and then you got the pieces on offense, and you lose 31-6 to the Browns like that. Like, that's just embarrassing, and you have nothing to look forward to. Like, looking at it as a fan, if I was a Dolphins fan, I'm pretty loyal, but I'd have to think about switching because it's just bad. Like, nothing else to say besides it's just bad in Miami right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the new segment, we're gonna have two parts of this segment. We're gonna have who you taking and who you not taking. And who you taking this week? It's gonna be a running back battle. Who you taking between Bijan, Jonathan Taylor, or Jahmyr Gibbs? Who you going with?
Who are you taking?
Who you going with?
Wait, this is who you are taking, not who you're not, right?
Yeah, this is who you are. This is Bijan, Jonathan Taylor, and Gibbs.
God, this is tough. I'm gonna go. This is very tough, but I'm gonna go Bijan. I know he definitely he looked the worst out of all these three this week. But if I'm moving forward with a team, I'm gonna want to build around a guy like this that can just do anything. He never looks tired. He has a few different like modes he can get in. He can go bust through the hole all fast, or he can be patient, wait for his blocks, and then he's a receiving back and a running back. Like, this guy can get you 80 receiving yards, a game if he wants. He does everything, and you can put him in different sets at any time. So I'm gonna go Bijan.
Can you look up something for me real quick?
Yep.
Can you look up how many yards Gibbs had last year?
Last year or last week?
Yeah, because I'm not glad. No, last year.
Year. Yeah.
Yeah, because it
All
might be
purpose
recency
yards.
bias. Yeah, it might be recency bias, but I think I'm going to take Gibbs because he's just absolute. I mean, he had that touchdown run. He ran 22 miles an hour, just like Bijan. He catches it out of the backfield. People don't talk about how strong he runs because they got David Montgomery. But I mean, he runs through people, runs through arm tackles. I mean, I thought he tore somebody's ACL. He made a defender run into another defender, and I think he had how many all-purpose yards did he have last year?
So he had 1,929 all-purpose yards.
He had 1,900 all-purpose yards, and he basically split the carries
That is
with David
impressive.
Montgomery.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
that's
like I
very
think,
impressive.
yeah. So and it might be recency bias, but just looking at him last night, the explosiveness, the ability to run through the holes, the strength. He could catch the ball. He had the big catch yesterday too on the screen pass. Like I think I'd have to go give, but Bijan and Jonathan Taylor, those are the two in the running for the offensive player of the year. I don't think Gibbs is going to get that, but if you gave me a pick, who I'm picking, I think I'm going to go Gibbs. It is close though, super close.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to who you're not taking, and the three is going to be teams. It's going to be the Dolphins, the Titans, and the Jets. And we're going to post this video, and we're going to let the fans of those three teams just let out all their anger, everything they wanted to say to the GM, the coach. We're gonna let them just vent to us. So who you not taking? The Jets, the Dolphins, or who was the last team I said?
Titans.
Who you taking? Jets, Dolphins. Who you not taking? Jets, Dolphins, or Titans?
Good God, this is as bad as it gets. Oof.
No, there's a reason it's who's not taking.
I think it's got to be the Jets. Oof. I and that might be chalk. I know they're the only winless team, but I feel like the
I mean, they're bad.
Jets, they're pretty bad. I feel like since we've been alive, there was only like a maybe 3 to 4 year stretch when they had Mark Sanchez and Rex Ryan, a pretty solid defense where they was good. But the whole rest of our life, they have been terrible. And this year might be the
Yeah, they're
worst of them
poop.
all. Yeah,
Yeah,
poop. All these teams are
yeah,
poop,
they
but
can't pass the ball.
yeah,
Yeah,
they literally can't pass the ball. But I will say with Tyrod Taylor, that gives them a little bit of passing ability. You saw some flashes against the Bucks where they did look all right. But with Fields in there, man, I mean, they literally couldn't move the ball. On top of this play con, I get they want to run the ball, but I think they was just overly running it. Or maybe it was because Justin Fields can't pass more than 10 yards down the field. And then the defense, where they actually have some really good players, are not performing either. So yeah, I gotta go to Jets as who I'm not taking.
yeah. And I think honestly, in this, who you not taking? I think it's between the Dolphins and the Jets because at least with the Titans, you got Cam Ward, and he's shown flashes.
Hmm. Yeah,
Like you maybe have a quarterback. I mean, the Dolphins and the Jets have nothing. You don't have your
yeah,
quarterback. You probably don't have your head coach. You're paying people, so you're not. It's not like you have a bunch of cap space because you're paying people. You got some players that are supposed to be good, and it's a tough decision. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna have to go Jets because at least the Dolphins, like here lately, they've had a couple years. The Jets just suck. Like we were talking about voodoo magic with the Chargers. Like I don't know if it's got to be something worse than voodoo. I don't know what it is with the Jets. They won a championship since Joe Namath, and they ain't been to the playoffs. And I think like they got one of the longest streaks in pro history, or like active history right now, like in all professional sports. I think
yeah.
it's
I
like
think it
15
was
years.
when, yeah, it was. I think we was in middle school. Yeah, around there. Yeah,
Yeah, and then they got plays like the butt fumble. Like
cool.
I think I'm going the same way. I'm going who you not taking. I'm not taking the Jets. Yeah,
Yeah,
I just all three teams are bad, but I think the Jets is the worst scenario altogether.
yeah. I seriously, I like as a Bears fan, it's been rough my whole life. But as a Jets fan, I would be miserable. I would be miserable, dude. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah. There was a video of the kid saying, "I hate this team," and it's like, hey, that's fair. I understand. Like you're kind of a loyal fan to even say that, still be there
Oh
for
yeah,
a winless team.
like they're the team. Like if somebody asks you who your team was, like you're not even gonna tell them that you're a Jets fan.
No, no,
But
yeah,
like,
absolutely
man,
not.
I
I'll
get
tell
that.
them my other teams that I like. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just like the NFL. I just watch all Sunday. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. But all right, that's the show for today. We will be back on Friday. Thanks for